Dad's secret kid from 8 years ago finally got found out by Mom. She swore she'd cut ties and was ready to leave with nothing. I stopped her this time because I've been given a second chance at life. Dad's terminally ill and gonna die soon. Once he's gone, everything in his name is ours. Lila, if Mom and Dad split, who do you want to be with? When Mom asked me that again, I didn't hesitate. I firmly told her, Mom, don't divorce. Tears welled up in her eyes. You know, your dad's kid is only a little younger than you. How can I let that go? If I leave, we won't have to see him, right? Come with Mom. I'm all you have. Mom, no. She asked why. Because I've been reborn. Last life, they divorced, and Mom left with nothing after fighting for my custody. Everything they built together, the house, money, company, went to Dad's other kid and his mom. 2 months post-divorce, Dad died of terminal cancer. He only let the truth slip because he was dying, grooming a future for his kid without wanting to share with Mom. He fought for my custody, leaving Mom no choice but to give up all they had worked for. 1 minute after their divorce was official, he married the other woman. After his death, she and her son inherited everything, leaving us at their mercy. Mom's businesses were ruined by them. Even her street vending was sabotaged by thugs they hired. To raise me, Mom had to work humiliating jobs and eventually ended up on the streets. The third party tormented Mom for a decade until on my 18th birthday, she jumped from the 21st floor. Even after Mom's death, they didn't let up. Paid bullies at school made my life hell, spreading lies that I was the illegitimate child and Mom was the homewrecker. Alone, I got hit by a speeding truck in a daze. The same money that ruined us was Dad's inheritance. This life I'll protect Mom. No lowlife man will win. Mom, do you believe in dreams? I told Mom everything from before. She softly said she'd never degrade herself or abandon me. I nodded. But when pushed to the brink, who knows what they'd hold on to? Even if it's crap covered, she'd grasp that straw for survival. Because Dad strayed, Mom became disheartened and ignored the company. Dad used this time to pretend reconciliation while seizing control of the business. Mom was skeptical but loved me with her heart and soul. Even if it seemed like a dream, she'd check the facts. Mom went back to the company. That night she came home with Dad. His face was tight and unpleasant. I approached him. Dad, are you a dirty cucumber? He was so angry he almost stopped breathing. People online say a cheating man is a dirty cucumber. No matter how much you like him, don't touch it. Mom quickly covered my mouth. Less internet, don't repeat that garbage. I nodded quickly. Mom let go, and I asked Mom, Dad, are you getting divorced? Mom laughed. Of course not. I've forgiven Dad. We're staying together. Dad's face looked bruised. He scolded me and skipped dinner. Mom's phone pinged while she showered. I swiped it open naturally. The other woman, Cora, provoked Mom, sending her photos of her and Dad together, urging divorce. She mocked Mom, called her a barren hen, and said she couldn't please Dad like she could. Cora claimed Dad truly loved her, and blamed my grandparents for forcing Dad into marrying Mom. I texted back for Mom, I don't believe you. Is your photo edited? I remember my husband has a big mole on his left cheek. Cora then sent a full video for proof. The 360-degree HD showed Dad's left side mole so clearly. It made me want to hurl. I swallowed the disgust, downloaded it, and shared using Mom's account. Post-dinner, I uploaded it onto my PC, added heavy blurs on key parts and shared online. Captioned, Auntie's got moves, Mom doesn't. Now Dad wants a divorce. What to do? Lila doesn't want to be without Dad. I'm not even 9, they won't jail me for posting filth, right? Dad played love games with Mom while Cora stirred things up for a fast divorce. Their plan was loud and clear. I knew Dad would be mad, but didn't think he'd explode this much. He slapped me, and 2 of my teeth flew out. Holy smokes, that hurt like hell. But it was nothing compared to getting run over by a truck. That pain was sharper. Mom clawed at him, giving him some new scratches and a beaten-up face. He ordered me to delete the video. I complied, but who knows who's already saved it. Some of my friends' moms are always online, pigging out on gossip. I bet their fervor won't let him down. Dad blamed Mom. Look what you've taught her. He stormed out. Blood filled my mouth. Mom cried and wanted to take me to the hospital. I refused. Mom, whenever you're in trouble, go find a police officer. Mom wanted to take me to the hospital first, but I insisted and dragged her to the police station instead. All the way there, my hand was wrapped in blood, and once inside, I finally let out a loud cry. With my mouth full of blood, I shakily reached out to a nice policewoman with 2 teeth I had been holding on to. "Ma'am, Lila wants to report something." This might have been Dad's first time in a police station, and it was for hitting his own daughter. He was always riding high on success. To be humiliated like this must have been a first. His face was all shades of purple and blue. I had lost 2 teeth, and my face was swollen like a bloated bun. The policewoman said my injuries were serious enough to get Dad detained for 5 days, or fined if Mom and I insisted. Honestly, I'd love to see Dad behind bars. It'd also get Mom 5 days she could really use. Dad tried to use some private video of me against me. I quickly turned on my kid's phone, found the video of Cora and Dad, and showed it to the officers with the brightness at max. It was supposed to be private, and there was Cora saying how Dad liked her skills and wanted Mom to hurry up and divorce him because they had a son together. Even though Dad is pretty much a deadbeat, Lila doesn't want them to divorce. Lila doesn't want to be without a dad. She just wants some help from family. Talking about it made my tears spill down my swollen cheeks like rivers. If there was a hole in the floor, Dad would have dived right in, no doubt. After that awkward scene, the officers kindly explained posting that kind of stuff online is illegal. Since I'm young and didn't know better, they let me off with a warning, because I deleted it quickly. But now everyone knew Dad cheated. They looked at him with even more disdain, because Mom and I insisted and the evidence was clear. Dad had to serve 5 days. Trading 2 teeth for Mom to get that time? Totally worth it. Mom had bigger things to handle now. After a doctor's visit, I persuaded her to go to the company. I told her a few key folks there were related to Cora. Mom couldn't delay. She got a couple of tough female bodyguards to watch over me before rushing to work. Dad's pretty much what you'd call a dirtbag. He came from nothing, solely supported by his widowed mom's hard work. Mom's family wasn't exactly wealthy, but Grandpa's old job got him a decent apartment in town. After they graduated and got married, Grandpa sold that apartment to give them a nest egg. With that money, their little mom-and-pop shop grew into a factory now worth almost $1 billion. Mom's clever, keeps the business running smoothly, but she's very sentimental. In her last life, Dad guilt-tripped her and conned her into leaving empty-handed. She thought she could start over. But things change fast. With me in tow and Cora chasing us, even surviving was tough, let alone starting again. Kids are a soft spot for most moms. Without me, she'd never give up what she built. This time, I won't let that happen again. I'm protecting Mom in this life. After 5 days inside, Dad probably hated us even more. When he got out, he fled to his love nest with Cora and their kid. That video made him the company joke. Mom said his first day back was like a gorilla walking into a crowd, everyone whispering and staring. Some were openly hostile, rolling their eyes at him. Fresh from jail and faced with mockery, he lost it at work, nearly firing people left and right. Of course, Mom stopped him. Once she booted Cora's relatives from the company, he fought with her. No more playing nice. He couldn't sweet-talk Mom into leaving now. He offered Mom half of everything for a peaceful divorce. But Mom learned from Dad's doctor that, even with successful surgery, he didn't have long. She wasn't interested in peace. All this confirmed what I'd been telling her. She wouldn't trust Dad again. Dad knew he was running out of time. Sticking to this fight wasn't worth it to him. But with Mom refusing to part peacefully, he filed for divorce. Mom held my hand, crying to the court staff. Even though he cheated, we were ready to forgive. Our bond was strong. Why end it over a slip-up? Breaking up a marriage is worse than tearing down 10 temples. She pleaded against the divorce. I cried too, Dad. Lila doesn't want you to go. Dad looked so frustrated. He couldn't prove their marriage was beyond saving, just that he couldn't control himself. Yet we were willing to forgive. Mom's kindness covered his mess. She just wanted him back home. His first divorce attempt failed. If Mom stands her ground, he's stuck for 6 months before trying again. But he knows he doesn't have that long. Mom said Dad had been sneaking company funds to support Cora and their child. He was worried they wouldn't get anything after he was gone. Secretly, he even wrote a will leaving his share to his illegitimate kid. I'm really worried about asking my mom, why didn't you stop Dad? She told me to stop overthinking. She said she'd handle things outside and wouldn't let anyone take advantage of us. I told Mom all the things I knew in detail. Dad can't fool her anymore, and I believe she won't be at a loss. In my past life, Mom and I suffered a lot. It's not that I'm heartless, But I don't want to give a dime to that woman and her kid. Dad's actions really disappointed me. He wouldn't come home. So I had to go to the place where he lived with Cora and her child. I knew where they were staying. He set them up in one of the nicest villa areas in our city. I had been there before in my past life, but back then, I was there to beg Cora. I knelt at their villa door, pleading with her to let Mom and me be. But she just pushed me to the ground, her fancy high heel digging into my face as she laughed brightly. She said it was karma, saying my mom was shameless for interfering in their love. Her shoe heel hurt my face, and some onlookers spat at and insulted me after hearing her. She said she'd let Mom off if I kneeled to her. And I really did. She laughed even more, holding her son with joy. Looking at her deceitful innocent face nearly made me sick. Now it's my turn to collect some interest. With Mom's bodyguards, I walked from the gate to their villa, showing everyone pictures of her and Dad. Their door was wide open. The woman who used to show off in front of Mom and me was watering flowers in the front yard with Dad's son. It looked so peaceful. Cora Auntie, I called. Cora froze when she saw me, and then panic showed on her face when she noticed all the bystanders with kids. They say her husband's always away, and she said it's because he's busy with business trips. But turns out she's just a mistress after all. Shameless. You'd never guess, looking so gentle on the outside. What she really is, someone remarked. Looks can be deceiving, another chimed in. Some good-looking people are devils behind your back. We didn't know before, but now we do. Let's not associate with her, or she'll rub off on our kids. The chatter snapped Cora back. She pretended not to recognize me, and insisted I had the wrong person. Nobody believed her. I'd shown them the photos. The crowd's comments got meaner. Enraged and embarrassed, she yelled at us to leave. I wiped my tears and pleaded, Cora Auntie, please don't make Dad divorce Mom. If you leave Dad, I can give you money, as much as you want. Isn't it Dad's money you're after? I've got lots of pocket money. I smashed my piggy bank on the ground. Coins scattered everywhere. I picked them up, offering a handful to her. The onlooker's disdain only grew louder. Her son, Ivan, rushed to hit me, and I yanked his ear so hard he screamed. Cora tried to step in, but my bodyguard stopped her. I cried and cursed, scratching, kicking, and clawing. I was like a furious little beast, set on pummeling Ivan. If it weren't for you, Dad wouldn't have left me. You took my dad. It's your fault. I had a growth spurt early, and a shorter Ivan was no match. I went after him ruthlessly. He wasn't my brother. He was a devil, born with sin. He and his shameless mom took everything from Mom and me, and had the nerve to turn on us. To fix Cora's reputation, Ivan, getting craftier, paid people in my school to spread rumors that Mom broke their family, driving Dad to his death. He even got school bullies to lock me in bathrooms, shred my books, accuse me of cheating, and splash me with food waste on my way home. He was rotten to the core. I wasn't going easy on him just because he was a kid. By the time Dad showed up, Ivan was a mess with a bruised nose. Cora cried over her son while Dad raised a hand to hit me. My bodyguard shielded me, ready to take him down if he tried anything. I peered between their arms and yelled at Dad, if you want to go to jail again, go ahead and hit me. Come on, do it. You knocked out 2 of my teeth last time, trying to hit me again. I just want to protect our family. What's wrong with that? You're the shameless one hanging out with other women. I'm cursed to have you as a dad. The crowd was huge, surrounding us completely. They all condemned Dad and Cora for being so disgraceful. Now their attention and judgment were on Dad and Cora. My words made Dad clutch his chest, visibly shaken, and he fainted, falling into the garden. I didn't think Dad would be so fragile, to faint like that. I immediately cried out and called 911. When the ambulance arrived, Cora tried to take her bruised son with us to the hospital, but I shoved her away. Dad ended up hospitalized with complications from his stress. His cancer had spread more. Doctors said if he didn't have surgery immediately, he might not make it through the month. Even if the surgery was successful, he might only have a 30% chance of making it. At most, he'd live another year or so. When Dad woke up and aimed for a scolding, Mom slapped him hard. Since you're already in bed, why not just settle down? Dad was furious, but he's so weak now that he gets out of breath just walking a few steps. How could he be a match for Mom? I pushed him back onto the bed and told him what the doctor said, asking for his opinion. I don't know if he had surgery in his past life, but he didn't last long. He died pretty quickly. Dad's face was ashen. You could tell he was upset, But what did it matter to me or Mom? Either way, his options were limited. He wasn't escaping death anytime soon. Eventually, he chose to go through with the surgery. I wasn't surprised. A guy like him, who's scared of dying, wouldn't pass up even a slight chance to keep living. Grandma passed away a while back, so he only has me and Mom as close family now. Mom signed the consent form for his surgery. He wanted to see Cora and Ivan before the operation, but Mom flat out refused. He tried to reach out by phone, but Mom had taken away his phone too. He cursed and smashed everything in the room. I held Mom's hand. Maybe if Dad wants to see them that bad, we should let them come. Mom was confused. She couldn't stand that mother and son duo, but seeing how much I insisted, she agreed. Cora came to the hospital with Ivan and broke down, sobbing on Dad. Coincidentally, the doctor came by for rounds. I took it upon myself to introduce Cora and her son. With everyone staring, Cora's face was as awkward as a deer caught in headlights, especially since her and Dad's son didn't look much younger than me. Dad's face was just as bad. His reputation built up over the years crumbled during this whole ordeal. I tearfully begged the doctor. Even though Dad's done unspeakable things, Lila doesn't want him to die. Please, sir and ma'am, save my father. Dad turned green with shame. It was just getting started. Mom called some company executives to visit Dad. As soon as the doctor left, they showed up. Cora tried to leave with Ivan, but Mom's hired guard stopped them. If Dad wants you here, might as well stick around. After the company folks left, Dad's classmates showed up. Grade school, middle school, high school, and college classmates all came by. Mom reached out to everyone she could. A wave of visitors came by, and Mom always made sure to introduce them. Dad's dignity was stripped bare. His social death was a reality. Cora wasn't faring much better, and Ivan was sulking in the corner. Mom took a sip from her thermos and said, "We have some distant relatives back home. If you want, Cora can bring her kid over tomorrow." Dad weakly told Cora and Ivan to leave. Finally, Dad settled down. Waiting for the surgery was long and torturous. Maybe Dad was just bored or getting ideas. He clutched my hand and pleaded, "Lila, Ivan is your brother. He's my only son, the heir of our family. Can't you treat him better?" I pulled back, shocked at how deep his favoritism towards boys ran. I pulled out the 2 teeth he knocked out of me before and dangled them in front of him. "Do you think that's possible?" Dad, enraged and embarrassed, retorted, "Which parents haven't disciplined their child? I've treated you more than well. Look at the girls back in our hometown. How many live as well as you do? You don't know how lucky you are." His words disgusted me. "Dad, I think you're shameless. You started your business with Grandpa's help and cheated on Mom while she was pregnant. You have a love child just 6 months younger than me. Now you're dying and still trying to trick Mom into leaving with nothing, just to make room for your illegitimate son. You say I've been treated well, but I haven't felt it even once. You think you're so cultured and sophisticated, but your brain's stuck in backward traditions, trying to take everything nice from Mom to give to your son outside. I've never seen an old man as pathetic as you. If people like you don't go to hell after death, who would?" Dad pointed a trembling finger at me, which I slapped away. "Remember how you taught me? Using your finger to point is just plain rude." You. He stammered without getting to his point. I stuffed an unpeeled apple into his mouth to silence him. "Shut up, you jerk. Trying to brainwash me into treating your bastard well? You overestimate yourself. If I didn't remember my past life, I might have believed his nonsense." Finally, the surgery day arrived. He was wheeled into the operating room, and Mom and I waited outside. Knowing his fate from my previous life made me oddly calm, maybe even a little expectant. To my surprise, Cora showed up with Ivan. I stood, and Ivan quickly hid behind Cora. I scoffed, "Coward." Mom gave a blank glance at Cora, but didn't speak. Cora nervously approached. "I'm here to see your husband." Mom treated her like air, not sparing her a second glance. From morning to afternoon, the surgery light finally changed. Shortly after, the doctor came out with a serious face and looked at me and Mom with sympathy. "Say what you need to say." From behind, I heard a wail. Cora was on the floor, crying loudly. Dad's surgery was a failure. He was brought back to the room. The doctor said he doesn't have much time left and advised us to start arranging his affairs. Dad lay pale, wrapped in the shadow of death. Seeing Cora and Ivan made his eyes light up in a shocking way. "Ivan." I slammed the RV door shut. "Get lost, little brother. Go home and wait for death." We put Dad back in his original room, and Mom started organizing his funeral arrangements. She talked right in front of him about how many wreaths we needed and what kind of urn to use. Whenever I thought of the tragedy Mom and I went through in a past life, seeing Dad all miserable now gave me some twisted satisfaction. It's summer break for me, plenty of time to hang around with Dad. I sat by his hospital bed, rambling on about the household stuff. Cora and her kid came by again, but Mom kicked them out. You know how she's living these days? She's like a freaking public enemy in that fancy neighborhood you put her in. She wants to move out, but Mom froze all your assets. Her secondary card must be useless by now. Once your funeral's done, Mom's gonna go to court to get back every last cent you spent on her. She'll make her pay it all back. Dad just stared at me, rasping out Ivan's name. He's on his deathbed, and he's worried about his illegitimate son out there. I couldn't help but laugh coldly. Do you think everything's all good because you wrote a will? Whether that will even holds legal weight is a whole other thing. Sure, people say illegitimate children get inheritance rights, but who's proving Ivan's yours? You think that hush-hush DNA test you did means squat? Mom talked to a lawyer. Your little test isn't worth a damn. Mom's got the whole funeral set up for you already. Without her and my okay, Cora can't even get a legitimate DNA test done for Ivan. There's no way they're getting any of what's ours. Dad shook and twitched for a while before he calmed down. His eyes were full of hate, and if looks could kill, I'd have been dead 1,000 times over. What did we do wrong? We just don't want anyone taking what's ours. If Dad had any conscience in our past life, if he hadn't screwed Mom over so bad, we wouldn't have struggled so much. We ended up like that because of him. I met his gaze and told him just wait and see. He passed away that night. Those last days weren't easy for him. Maybe if I hadn't set him off, he could have hung on another day or two. Yeah, I admit it, I did it on purpose. I didn't want him going easily. Why should he get to escape after all he did to hurt Mom and me? I wasn't about to let him get everything he wanted, including thinking about Cora and her kid right till the end. Mom organized his funeral smoothly. Coming back from the crematorium, we ran into Cora and Ivan. When they found out Dad was gone, they were absolutely heartbroken. Hard to say how much of it was real. But with Dad not around to support them, maybe they felt something genuine. Mom didn't stop them from attending the whole funeral. Once we finished with Dad, the inheritance issue came up. Cora claimed Ivan's dad's legitimate kid and wants his share. But talk is cheap. She's got no proof, and we're not acknowledging it. Dad's ashes couldn't exactly do a DNA test now, could they? Not only is she getting zilch from the supposed inheritance, but she's also gotta pay back all the money spent on them. Mom submitted all the evidence she had gathered. Every dime Dad spent on them was communal property with Mom, so Cora's gotta return it. First, the house under Cora's name, then those hefty bank transfers, and even all the jewelry and luxury items Dad bought her. The evidence was solid. It wasn't gonna fly under the guise of a gift. Cora was all over the place. Someone advised her to bring in a reality TV show that deals with family drama to pressure us. She sobbed on camera about how heartless Mom was, chasing them out after Dad's death. She thought public pressure would break us down. How naive. Does she think everyone's gonna feel sorry for her messed up story? Never seen someone so willing to put their dirtiest laundry out there. Playing the sympathy card's one thing, but we're the real victims here. Mom spoke up, telling a sad story to the mediators. She said that Lila was just a little older than their kid, and that they'd freeloaded under her nose for so long. Mom was working her hands to the bone for the family business during her maternity leave. She told them about risking it all, handling finances, purchases, customer service, and vehicle scheduling. As soon as she was cleared, she was riding her scooter in pouring rain to handle taxes, refusing to spend on a cab, just waiting under a bridge with her kid. Entrepreneurship is tough. Those were real stories from Mom's life. By the end, even Mom had tears in her eyes. The success she achieved wasn't handed to her. Cora only saw the shine, not the grit behind it all. While Mom was fighting for the business, Dad found time for his affairs. How can you not be furious? Mom's just holding on to what's legally hers, and there's nothing wrong with that. Cora then shifted gears and claimed she had been tricked by Dad, hadn't known he was married. When I was born, Dad was in his 30s, with a growing career, not a bad looker, and couldn't be around often. Why on earth did she assume he was single with that setup? Everybody knows the score. That kind of story only works on kids. Her denial was weak on camera. She begged her mom to show some mercy to her and the kid, for Dad's sake. We were already so well off. She didn't ask for Ivan to inherit Dad's part of the fortune, just a tiny bit from Mom that wouldn't even matter to us. She painted a very pitiful picture. But unfortunately, the decision was up to Mom, not the mediators or photographers. After Mom finished talking about past events, she laid out the evidence of Dad's money being spent on Cora in front of the cameras. Millions on villas, constantly buying her luxury cars worth hundreds of thousands, spending tens of millions in total. Even Ivan's elite school was dozens of times more expensive than my elementary school. Their lifestyle was way more extravagant than me and Mom's. Broadcasting this mediation show did nothing for Cora. It even brought her a bunch of backlash. Curious folks tracked down her social media account. Almost every post flaunted her lavish lifestyle, luxury homes, cars, jewelry. She shopped like crazy whenever she felt down, and took spur-of-the-moment trips. One day she'd fly to Tokyo for sushi. The next she'd feed pigeons in London. She put herself out there as a pampered person who had it all. By flaunting her wealth, she gained over 0,000 followers, with many expressing envy. But the stark contrast in perceptions led to countless criticisms, with a horde of users trashing her on her platform. Probably unable to withstand the backlash, Cora swiftly wiped all her posts and went private on her account. I only kept tabs on them occasionally. Knowing they were doing poorly made me feel better. After a drawn-out legal battle over half a year, her villa and all her luxury assets were retrieved. All the money spent needed to be returned within a set period. Mom quickly sold off the villa, and the buyer kicked them out. Ivan could no longer afford the elite school. Soon he transferred to a fairly average private elementary school. Cora, dependent on Dad financially, had no job and no income. She had always been lavish, and the little money she had wasn't enough. Now they were the ones left homeless. Due to failing to pay back the owed money, Cora became a credit defaulter. Despite living lavishly for years, she didn't have any skills to support herself. One bitter winter day, Cora, dressed poorly, came with Ivan to our place. She cried her eyes out, begging Mom for forgiveness. I stepped forward, offering her cash if she'd kneel to Mom. Hesitant at first, Cora kneeled with Ivan in front of Mom. Mom didn't expect that, so she quickly stepped away. That's human nature, I guess. No matter what, Mom wouldn't degrade herself to insult another woman. I pulled out a card and tossed it to Cora, telling her that there were 30 grand on it and she should change Ivan's surname. In the past, that amount would have been pocket change to her. But not anymore. It was now a small fortune. She did change Ivan's surname and sent us a photo for proof. I made a point to take that photo to Dad's grave and burn it. I wondered if he could see it. If he could, he'd probably be furious. Before he died, he planned for that son to take from me and Mom. Now it only took 30 grand to have Cora change Ivan's last name, without a second thought. I urged Mom to change our surname too. It was a final break from Dad from the past life. Later, Mom mentioned seeing Cora a few times at social events. Still playing the meek, delicate girl, around men who came and went. As she aged and lost her looks, she set up a small stall to support herself. As for Ivan, he couldn't shake off his bad habits and turned to theft. He went in and out of jail multiple times. At 18, he messed with the wrong people, losing a hand and going blind. He was a lost cause. We hadn't driven them to ruins, and yet their lives turned out as such.